Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. The Cowboys 1-0 on the season after a 40-0 win over the New York Giants in the opener. That had to make this a pretty good week around the Star, Stephen.
Well, I start with, once it all steps in, is that we're 1-0. Whether we won 7-6 or 40-0, you can't carry over points. So, we had a lot of good things go our way. So, this team knows it. We've got a lot of work to do, a lot of wood to chop, and obviously it's great to see our team go out and perform at a high level. They put a lot of work into it. I was talking to our coach McCarthy, and he said this Thanksgiving meal's been overcooked. We cooked it. So, it's one of those things where things went really well, but you also got to know that most NFL games don't go that way, and we've got a lot of work to do, and we know the Jets are going to come in here, and they've got a really good football team. I know they obviously had a disappointment with their quarterback in Rodgers, but we had something similar happen last year with Dak, although not for the year, but certainly Cooper Rush stepped up for last year, and I think he ran off 5 straight and played great for us, and we know we're getting ready to play a really good Jets team.
Stephen, when you look at that, and I know Cowboy fans had that game circled because everybody wanted to see that Jets game with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback and against the Cowboys. And I don't know, as a fan of the game, Stephen, were you a little bit disappointed when Rodgers went down?
Well, there's no question. I mean, at the end of the day, what that story was for the NFL. Obviously, Hard Knocks documented it. What Aaron Rodgers, he and his Hall of Fame career meant to the NFL, and coupling it with an up-and-coming Jets football team that is on the rise. It was a huge storyline for the NFL, so you hate to see that. And obviously, you have some thoughts like, when we went out, I was going to miss the rest of the game. Me and my son were exchanging texts, and I go, well, maybe he'll miss the second game too. So it's always wanted an advantage, but no one in the NFL wants any player to miss.
Definitely not.
Have that situation happen. We've been through it. A lot of teams have been through it, but that's unfortunate.
Stephen Jones joining us here on the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Let's stay on the injury report. Let's call you Dr. Stephen here. Zack Martin shows up on the injury report today with a growing injury. Can you update him, Tyler Smith, and Brandon Cooks?
Well, right now, certainly Tyler's, missed the first game, and he's got some work to do, and we'll just see how that goes. I would characterize Zach's injury. We'll see. You never know till you go day to day, but it's more tightness than injury, but we'll see. And then obviously Cooks, had a sprain there during the Giants game, and he's the ultimate pro, and we still think we're holding out a lot of hope he can play. And so we'll see how that goes. Obviously, Dono Wilson's still working his way back into the mix, as is Jordan Lewis. So those are all things that are part of our game. Every team, all 32, experience it. And that's why you carry 53 players and 16 practice squad members. It's I think Mike used a number we'll end up using, before this season's all said and done, 75 to 80 players will be active at one time or another. So that's why it's important to have depth on your roster, and we feel good about our roster.
Stephen, I've got to ask you because I'm curious of your opinion. There's been a lot of talk, obviously, since that Aaron Rodgers injury about turf and real grass. I know some of your players talked about it today. What are your thoughts on that entire debate, and what do you think the NFL should do?
Well, I think it's something we should always look at. It's player health and safety. I serve on the competition committee. It's that our number one priority is keeping our players healthy and safe. And but at the same time, I know it's debatable. I know, we have these debates, where, is it minuscule in terms of where the injuries take place? I know Baltimore lost a great running back, and it was on grass. He tore his Achilles, but at the end of the day, in the competition committee, we've never seen data that would point to that it's a huge difference between playing on grass and playing on turf.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys every Thursday here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Always appreciate the time. Good luck Sunday against the Jets.
Take care, guys. Always great being on with you.
Appreciate it. Stephen Jones on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com.